Hello and welcome to Lost in France. And we're going for a walk, a dog walk with the doggies, yeah. And it's a Voie Verte here in Chalus. And it goes all the way to Oradour-sur-Vayres. It's an old tram line, that's what it is. So what we do is go for a little bit of a stroll and we'll have a little bit of a chat, I suppose. And see what the doggies are up to. Well, I can see 1, 2. Where's the other one? Oh, and the other one's over there. Oh, that's okay, so we've got them all. So that's a good start, isn't it? Now the sun's behind me, so it ain't very helpful, but we'll be going underneath the shadow in a moment. And I've got the dog leads just in case there's an issue. Generally there isn't. Yes, it's quite early here at the moment, so you don't get a lot of people down here. But you see what they've done is, you see where the old, not railway, but tram lines were, across here, 1, 2 there, and another couple over there. And that's the old station, just there, or one of. And you see that in France, every single little town and hamlet was interconnected by a tram line, and it was it's just how it used to be, you know. And it was very, very useful, obviously, for the villagers and what have you. But then came the car. Bonjour. You get people, you see, people. There's people. Yeah. So it's quite nice though, because I've walked the whole thing all the way to Oradours. It's quite a way, I can't remember, but I think it's 13 kilometres. We didn't do the whole way, we went to Cusack. Still quite a way though, and we got picked up again. So you see the lines here, 1, 2 there, and those 2 over there. A bit overgrown now, I don't think they're used now. No, since the old tram lines are no more. But it's quite a shame really, and I think we need to go back to it. That's my feeling. Yeah, for the environment, what have you, but also for an improved nationalised rail network. And just so you know, we're in France, we're not in the UK, hence Lost in France. So the car's caused a huge amount of damage, hasn't it, over the years? We're now realising that and thinking maybe we should have electric cars. But it doesn't stop the fact they've got a lot of road deposits from the tyres, obviously other stuff, you know, even the motors and what have you give off toxins, you know, and then you've got urea formaldehyde gas and from plastics. It's modern living isn't particularly, how to put it, environmental, and it's not good for the body and soul anyway, to be honest. And it's quite nice to just get on the train and you ain't got to do nothing. You just get on and get off again, and then you're at your destination. But even my little hamlet here in France, we've got a little tram stop. Yeah, they're not used anymore. But just makes you realise that when you recognise every time they all look the same. When you go through little hamlets and towns, all there's like it's like a standard station or like a standard stop, and it's highly efficient. Okay, that was the days of a steam engine. I wouldn't say that was particularly environmental. But you could have an electrified tram network, you know, in Limoges, where we are. Well, we're actually in Chalus here in the Limousin, which is west of Limoges. But our major city here would be Limoges, and they've got a pretty good tram network, like many cities in France. But yeah, that castle there is where Richard Lionheart was killed. He was hit by a crossbow bolt in 1199 and died about 12 days later. He did. I did make a little video from the actual castle, but this is a bit of a casual video as well. It is. So like I say, we're just going for a bit of a walk, and it's good for the dogs. I've just been to the dentist, and the experience is good. I was there last week because I had a filling fellow. Got an appointment within a few days. Went to see the dentist. He did his thing, cleaned it all out, put a temporary filling in. Made me another appointment for today, and just been there. He's filled it all and what have you, but he's also prepped it up, and the tooth next to it, to have a new cap, or 2 new caps, on top of the original, you know, on the original stuff that's there, tooth. So I'm quite looking forward to that, because I've been having problems with those 2 teeth for a long time, with food getting stuck in them and stuff like that. And then it just causes infections, doesn't it? So yeah, that will make life a lot easier. But yeah, in comparison to what my experience was in the United Kingdom regarding dentists, and this was about 13 years ago now when I was in the UK. Maybe it's 15 years ago when I went to see the dentist in the UK. I have to admit my experience here is far more rapid, and the Portuguese dentist that we've got here, who's actually in Chalus, Natar, he's a lovely guy with a really good bedside manner. He has, you know, puts you really at ease. Which is what you need when someone's put a foot and drill in your mouth and churn away, and you smell that bone. It's like it's burning, ground a bone or tooth. So it's you need somebody like that who can actually put your mind at rest, you know, and he tells you what he's doing. And you can see on the screen with the X-ray machine that he's got there, he just comes straight up on the screen when he takes the X-rays, so you can see for yourself what the problem is, and he explains it to you. Now that was something that I felt was deeply lacking when I was in the UK regarding the dentist. This isn't a political video, it's just trying to make a comparison. I felt that was very lacking. There's some people up there, or a person. Oh no, just doing some foraging. Probably looking for chestnuts. We'll go past them a minute at the end there. I was just making sure you ain't got a dog, because if you've got a dog, I'll turn around. I'll put the leads on. So so my experience there was very good, and I'm very relieved. And the same with the healthcare. Everything's so quick. It does feel like it's very much about prevention, which is obviously very important regarding your health, instead of just mitigation all the time. So my dear wife was treated very well here as well in France regarding her. She had sepsis, got really quite ill, and they did a brilliant job with her. So that was good. Yeah, it looks like a chestnut picking. Châtenay. Bonjour. Châtenay.
Un peu de châtaigne, oui.
Oh, oui, petit. C'est un...
Comment
petit.
Ah, elles sont petites,
Oui.
vous croyez
Mm.
Elles sont où les grosses alors Plus loin
C'est très chaud.
Ah oui,
Oui,
je comprends. Elles sont passées où
So they're saying that the chestnuts are quite small, which they are. You know, they're a bit bigger here, I must admit, but no, tiny. There you go. A chestnut. They should be 2 or 3 times the size of that. Then you got the big old marrons, but yeah, these are tiny. Yeah, not very big at all. Look, the size of that. Nothing to it. Tiny little thing. Oh, we've got some people walking. Something there. Foraging. Bonjour. Come on, you. Hello.
Ah, il y en a 3.
Oui. C'est gratuit pour vous? Come on. So the people going for a walk and collecting chestnuts. They're having a bit of a hard time this year because, like I say, they're trying to pick all the bigger ones. Most of them seem to be tiny. So, yeah, this goes on and on, this does. And I'm not going all the way to Oradour, no, because my car's that way. So, like I say, I've just been to the dentist and we're just walking the dogs. So, I'm going to call it for now. Or maybe I'll make another video later. Well, I guess, you know, if you ever wonder what a Voie Verte is, it's that. It's a green walk, basically. Usually a walk between trees. So it could be an old chemin, but in this case, it's an old tram line. And they are peppered all over France. There's many old tram lines. It's all overgrown now. I mean, just you know, not being used at all. But this one, they decided to make it into a Voie Verte, and it's in that direction. If I went past the actual station, you keep on going, you'd end up in a place called Bussière-Galant. Now you can't walk that way, you have to drive then, you get to Bussière-Galant, but that part of the track is still used. They do a velo track, so it's literally like these bikes on the railway line, on the old tram line, and you know, you pay and you have a bit of a few hours out, you know, and you end up in Chalus, and they come pick you up and take you back again. So it's done at certain times of day and what have you, but yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite nice. And there's also here, there's a lake here, which has a bit like what would you call it? Yeah, where you climb through the trees and stuff, with all harnesses on and stuff like that. around the lake, but also they've got a zip wire. This zip wire goes right over the flipping lake. It does. It's pretty cool. I've been on it, only once though, but I've been on it. The hardest bit is getting up, climbing up the tower to get strapped in and end up sliding down the old zip wire. Anyway, I got a Tyrolean, so it's time for us to go. So I'll say ta-ta, you know, and have a lovely day. Don't forget to beat the old like button because it helps the channel, you know. Toodaloo.